far. We're excited to continue on right now with Sydney and then on to tomorrow. My name is Johnny, so I'll be your session monitor today. If you have any questions throughout the presentation, feel free to shoot me a message in the group. I'll relay that to Sydney and we can go from there getting your questions answered. So we will be doing breakout rooms throughout this session. Bear with us when it comes to trying to make sure everyone's in the right room, but hopefully things go smoothly and Sydney can relay the message that we're trying to here. So I'll turn it over to Sydney. Sydney Vanderlinden is from Texas A&M University, San Antonio. She's an intramural supervisor there, and I'll have her go from there. So take it away, Sydney.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. So I want to start us off with a question. So what have you missed since coming back? We're going to go into breakout rooms after this, but think about things you took for granted in the past, things that you kind of just looked over and thought were just kind of always there. So if y'all want to go ahead and get in breakout rooms and talk about this, we're going to go for 4 minutes and then we're going to have a 1 minute share time.
So I've opened up 2 breakout rooms here. You can be assigned there manually, so feel free to go into one of the breakout rooms and then come back after that 4 minutes.
This whole technology thing is having me struggling. I can't go to my presentation without losing all of y'all. But so we're gonna go back into some more breakout rooms here in a second. So I kind of listen to everyone talk. So if somebody wants to share from another room, go ahead and just kind of share what you talked about, shared about the things that you missed since coming back. We have some volunteers. You can share it in the chat too. Don't be shy.
We're wrecked. We can't be shy. We can't be.
Trevor. Trevor.
Our group talked about events, that we miss events. Just all of the events and all the students coming by to annoy us.
Okay, good job, y'all. So we're gonna move. Oh, did you want to share? Easy to share out loud with the full group.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like in our chat and so I thought it was basically based what we missed around the social aspect, people, that sort of thing. And I was just gonna add one other thing to it. And so, and it's just even the few people that we've come across that you're able to kind of interact with. It's like I tell my kids, because I have a couple of kids that are college age, and you know, they want to be doing all these social things and stuff like that during this pandemic and stuff like that, and traveling, and they would see their friends traveling or going to this event or that event or stuff like that, or maybe even the social aspect for them. Am I still there?
Yes.
Okay. No, and I just told them, I mean, really, you can't really even enjoy it. Even you can interact with someone, but still the social distancing, the protocols and stuff, it's not, you know, it kind of still leaves a, you know, it's got a different taste in your mouth and so like that. So that's how I tell my kids and stuff. Why do you want to go travel to this neat place and go to this neat event and stuff if you're not going to be able to really enjoy it at its fullest, because you're going to have these protocols that you're going to have to. So, you know, even it's nice to see people, but I mean, you still can't carry on with them the way you're used to doing it.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Very good, y'all. Thank you. So we're going to move on to the next question. We're not going to do breakout groups this time because that was kind of tough before. So how has the pandemic affected your involvement on campus? So things like, are y'all back to normal? Are you online? Are you still doing a lot of virtual programming, meetings, things like that? So y'all can just go ahead and share to the whole group.
I'll get started. So for us, we've been able to do a little bit. We've done some volleyball, 6-on-6, and then we've done some flag football, which just got postponed because we had a student. So the students in the dorm have to test once a month. We have a testing center on campus, and so she tested positive. So we postponed for 2 weeks. We're gonna finish the league more because I'm stubborn than it is. I don't know. I'm just stubborn. So we're going to finish the league. It's just going to be, we're going to pack it into 2 weeks before Thanksgiving break and get it done that way. But yeah, we've been lucky. I know a lot of schools aren't even, you know, haven't even opened up. So we're doing some online opportunities. We're doing some hybrid stuff. We're collaborating a lot with different departments. For us also, myself and then the other professional staff, we got pimped out to different departments. So we've been using our position in rec to collaborate to make it look better as far as us on campus. But we're going to be doing, and Amber can probably speak a little bit on this, but we're going to do a watch party collaborating with civic engagement. And so we're going to get soccer darts out there and create some opportunities for students to come, you know, get out in public and maintain your physical distance, but still be able to see and socialize a little bit. So.
I'll just go really fast. So in regards to collaboration and involvement on campus, I am actually 50% rec right now and 50% civic engagement. So I've done 36 voter registration drives this semester, learned about that and voting education, and really got creative on the collaboration side. So I'm pumped about it. I don't know if Trevor's pumped about it, but we are trying to do a November Madness bracket challenge. So trying to bring in some sports competition style, like, you know, what do you think the swing states are going to go? Let's like, what's your pick for the electoral college, you know, red or blue, anything like that. So trying to bring some fun competition into it. We also did a Vote Strong event. So we did a Strong by Zumba class. I'm the fitness and wellness coordinator in rec. But we did a Strong by Zumba class. But I also had some voter guides out there so they can be physically strong and mentally strong when they go vote at the polls. So that's the most collaboration I think I can get. But yeah, we're kind of fortunate that we're open and operating compared to some of the other places that I'm seeing in the chat. But
Yeah, so if y'all haven't gotten a chance to look at the chat, go ahead and do that, because I know a lot of people are volunteering to talk in there as well. So moving on, thinking about everything that we just talked about. So here's some things that, like we mentioned before, I'm from Texas A&M University, San Antonio. So here's some things that we implemented. So I believe in the summer we started to do TikToks. So whether that's dancing TikToks, tutorials, workout of the day, something like that, just to kind of get involved with the students and have at least something that's in a routine so they can look forward to, even if we weren't going to classes in the summertime. So we also did disc golf, which is where we paired up for Integrity Week. We did Hispanic Heritage Month as well. So we offered El Sapo, which was an in-person event, which was right alongside Rec Day, something that Intramural holds, which I'll talk about in a second. We did Loteria, and we did that through our Instagram. So we would mark it on our Instagram, post the card, and we would draw a new card every day. So it would be like any of our staff members to draw a card. Intramurals would draw a card, marketing would draw a card, our professional staff would as well. And then we did some JAG Fit classes, which is Zumba and Folklorico, which those are virtual. I believe our yoga instructor here on campus did the Folklorico event, and she had like the whole get up and the dress and everything. It was really awesome. And then we also have hashtag JAGFam, which JAGFam is something that we brought to campus, I believe, last year, which just makes all of our students feel like personal with other people. It makes them feel important, like you're actually really a part of something. And so it's not even, we started that with rec, it's not even rec that's doing that anymore, it's everyone. I will hear students say it like across campus that I've never seen before, so I know that they don't work with rec because we all really know each other, you know? Down here is flag football, which Trevor was talking about earlier, that we do have flag football. We had it for a second. So here's one of our pictures from flag football. This is a co-rec team, that's me. But everyone wears their masks. It was very safe. Everyone had a really good time. Students were super excited. We had 5 co-rec teams this year, which since I've been on campus, that hasn't happened. I think the most we've gotten on campus was 2. So that's awesome. The next thing we do, Rec Day. So Rec Day last year was just every Thursday. We called it Rec Day Thursday. But this year we wanted to we didn't know what intramurals was going to look like. So we wanted to really get everyone involved as much as possible, give our student staff, you know, hours and stuff like that. Excited to come back to work. So it's every Tuesday and Wednesday from 11 to 3. And it's just like a small, like individual competition. You can win a championship t-shirt, which is also exciting, get students excited to come out there and participate, even if it's not for a whole game. You know, some students don't like sitting there playing sports like flag football, but they like playing Jaguar pong. We do lawn darts. We do a bunch of different things. We do archery tag, furthest kick, stuff like that. We also have implemented 40 times, ladder challenges, just like small little things that can test our students. Down here to the left, we had volleyball this year, which this is the first time that we've done it on a court, what we call a court. It's under our pavilion. That was a lot of fun. We also had a lot of teams for this as well, and the championship game was awesome, and this all happened before we had to postpone anything for 2 weeks. The Tournament of Terror is something that our esports is doing this year. Already went on, but I know a lot of people were excited about that. Among Us is something that our campus has been very excited about. We're doing Trunk or Treat. And then over here is just 2 archery tag things. for a tournament. So we thought that archery tag is something that our students always like doing. They like doing all the little events that go with that as well. It's something that we have at rec day. So whether that's hoverball, archery darts, things like that. So that's kind of some stuff that Texas A&M University San Antonio has implemented, things that we could slowly work up to. I mean, we didn't have intramurals on the first day of school. Like I said, we started with rec day and just slowly kind of worked up to that, getting our students motivated to actually participate in these things. So speaking of involvement and what I just kind of talked about, if y'all wanna, we're not gonna go into breakout groups, like I said, but brainstorm 3 things that will better your program and make your students feel motivated to participate in recs. So whether that's thinking of stuff we talked about, or if it's just small things that you can do on social media, marketing, just reaching out to your students and making them feel important. Same thing with the staff. So if y'all just wanna go ahead and open the floor to that.
Hi, yes, my name is Justin with the University of Houston downtown. So like everyone, we've been offering a lot of esports online programming, but one of the things that we have done that actually has, I think, worked is our prizes. So I'm not sure what, for those of you who are doing online programming, how are you distributing prizes? But we have this system now of members able to pick up their t-shirts. Because we are not open for activity, we are only open up for certain ID services and minimal locker stuff. However, we have a system in place where we can mail out a t-shirt if they choose, or they can pick it up in person. So they're getting the first access to exclusive, really cool t-shirts that we have on our campus that we're known for. So being able to do that, sending out little notes in those envelopes with the t-shirts and congratulating them, having them posted on social media and having others see that and say, hey, how do I get one of those, has been a very big hit for us. So we plan on giving out t-shirts via picking up in person or even by mailing them to them, even if it's 20 or 25 envelopes going out. So I think that's been a very popular trend with us.
In terms of prizes, we've done like raffles at a few of our events. And so like just for showing up, you'll be entered into the raffle and then you could win a prize, which, I mean, we just got stuff from the local sporting goods store. So like decals for your car that say Oklahoma State on them, like a mug, that kind of stuff. And we did that at, actually we've been doing drive-in movies. And so we did that at one of the drive-in movies that we did. And we sort of use that to promote the program, handing out like stickers and stuff that have the intramural schedule on it. Those have been a big hit here.
We've done, in terms of like giving out prizes, we've done a couple things where we'll do like apparel. So this is more on the civic engagement side, but Move Texas is a grassroots organization and they had a shop about, I'm registered to vote, like really cute, it's called Civic Participation Sweeties, like cool merch that they pick out what they want and then I send it to their home address, which works well for anyone that participated virtually anyway. So the same thing I think could be said, like if you want, for fitness gear, it's pretty easy for me, to order somebody resistance bands and send it to their house. But that's kind of what we've been doing for people who can't come pick it up virtually, but we are fortunate to have our operations open so they can come by and pick it up as well. Yeah. But I think that helps with motivation to answer the question.
For me, I think maybe increasing the value of this is still on the prize topic, but to keep that motivation, like instead, everybody always gives a shirt, but programming's down. So I'm sure, budgets aren't quite where they should be or used to be, but being able to give bigger prizes maybe, or more intriguing prizes other than the shirt or something along that lines with the shirt. So.
So even right now, and I just kind of want to get a feel, I don't know if anybody else's rec fee was affected by the pandemic or anything. Ours was offered at 30% less than what we normally get each semester. But we're still, trying to justify and show everyone, what we have while trying to operate at that membership fee that was 30% less. So what are some things, did that situation happen to y'all? What are some things that you're doing to stay relevant and still advocate to ensure that you can charge the full fee in the spring? Or are any of y'all dealing with that?
No.
If anyone doesn't feel like sharing, it can read off the chat as well to kind of keep the conversation going. So our fee wasn't charged in the summer as a board decision. It was reinstated in the fall and will continue. So that's South Texas Central.
And I think the other thing on like getting people motivated is the involvement. You know, whether that's on social media, I think that's been really helpful. Like the loteria we did was very involved virtually. And that helped our numbers, it helped our social media numbers. And then our virtual JAG Fit that we do, our virtual fitness classes, we have our regulars, even our virtual regulars. So providing like a safe environment for them is super high priority. But that has helped those students stay connected and helped us reach even more through doing a couple on-campus events, just letting them know that, hey, we exist and we are online. That has helped.
So Matt mentioned in the chat, during the summer, our rec fee, during the summer, our rec fee was cut, had to reduce hours. Once fall started back up, we were able to collect full rec. So I've noticed from a lot of people that a lot of people's rec fee was cut and that they had to let some student staff go. So we have time for about 2 more people to share.
We had at Oklahoma State, in regards to our competitive sports programming, we reduced our fees that we charged per participant. And then for our recreation facilities as a whole, we didn't change the rec fee that students are charged within their tuition and fees, just because that's a pretty solid number. But we were no longer offering up passes for like community and guest passes. So in that way, we're losing out on that sort of fee for membership. And then we had a small reduction in what we did for specifically for intramurals and competitive sports. And in regards to the question here for ways to motivate people, we've been trying as a department to kind of take what we do and bring it to a new environment. So we started off the semester with tabling and took the tabling from not only within our rec center, but trying to go to different parts of campus. We would set up at the student union, we would set up on the lawn outside the library, and just try and get people to see recreational sports in a setting that isn't necessarily recreation. And then seeing if through talking with them, through having our staff engage with them, we can eventually get them back into our recreation center and participating in our activities. And then we've started to partner with a couple of other different departments on campus so that groups and people who are already affiliated with those areas can now again see campus recreation in a setting that they may not have before, and give us an opportunity to start to talk to them about the things that we're offering. Because we found a really big impediment at the beginning of the semester was that a lot of people didn't know we would be offering anything. So trying to get those increased opportunities to get out there in front of them, have those face-to-face conversations so that we can let them know we're here and we're still trying to work with them as best we can.
That's awesome. Thank y'all so much for sharing. So we have about 5 minutes left, so I'm gonna go ahead and move on. So I just want to remind anyone to continue this journey. This is the new normal for now, so this is just kind of something that we're gonna have to get used to and make the best out of it. Let's try to stress those face-to-face interactions. Be relevant on all of your social media. Make sure you're constantly posting. Reach out to your students, even if it's just your student staff working your social media. Have them reach out, ask questions, take some interviews, things like that. Something that also could be great for your campus is focus groups. Like ask your students, like, are we doing everything we can to make sure that you're getting this full experience in recreation? Have trust in your student staff. There's going to be a lot of more responsibilities that are going to need to be given to them. and trust in your student staff that they can do it and succeed for your program and make everything look good and stuff. Motivation, motivate not only your students, but you need to motivate. So I'm a senior, so I think it's important that my bosses has trust in me, which also motivates them that they can continue their programming, continue everything that they want to do for intramurals, rec, fitness, these kind of things. And use your strengths. So we use 15 strengths on our campus. So remind your students and your student staff to use those strengths. Remind yourself to use those strengths as well. Like you are a motivator or you have a positivity strength. So just use all those things to your best and just kind of push through it. We got it, you guys. Thank y'all so much. If y'all have any questions, I know we're kind of short on time, but I'm going to try to stay in this room if y'all have any questions for me. But thank you so much.
Thank you, Sid. Good
Thank you,
job.
Sydney. I'd like to say thank you again for all you joining. Thank you to Sydney. That was an awesome presentation. We would like to thank our sponsors. Without them, this wouldn't be possible. This whole conference, thanks to them, can be free for all of us. We can have all these exciting presentations, learn so much. So thank you to our sponsors. Region 4, on all of our social media, help out the communications team there. Give them a follow, always posting, have awesome information for everyone in the region. So make sure to give them a follow. And then, like Sydney said, we have a few minutes here if there's any questions. If not, make sure to put your emails in the chat if you'd like to have more information from Sydney or just communicate with one another. It's a great opportunity to network, make sure we're doing what we can for each of our schools to make sure we're improving day by day. So thank you again to everyone joining. Have a great week, rest of your week at the conference.
Stop laughing at me.
You did good, Sid.
Thanks.
Great job.
Thank you.
Yeah, are you still nervous or you good?
No, I'm good now.
Wow.
Huh?
it's
Oh,
over.
is it my rash? It's fine.
Yes.
Just a hive.
You're just in the sun too much.
Yeah.
That was really good though.
Think so? Thanks.
I think it went well.
As long as I don't embarrass. Art was like, well, I really would like to see your PowerPoint so you don't embarrass our school. I was like, okay.
That's what he said. You say, well, it would have been really nice if you showed up
That's what you could have said.
to show your support. Anyways,
All right, gotta move on to the next session, but great job
yeah,
again.
have fun.
Thank
Appreciate you
you.
guys being here.
Thank you.
Yeah.